Are you burdened by overwhelming testosterone and way too much hair in way too many places? Well, our sponsor at Manscaped has got you covered. And if you use the code 4-Star Bento at checkout, when you check out Manscaped, you can get 20% off plus 2 free extra gifts and free international shipping. More than 9 million men out there trust Manscaped with their trimmers, their liquid formulations, and their premium boxer briefs. And with their Performance Package 4.0, they've set a new standard in men's personal hygiene. Take their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer. This little baby is safe to the touch and has a cutting-edge ceramic blade to keep you all neat and trimmed. The Weed Whacker 2.0 has a 7,000 RPM motor to make sure that every little hair in your ear and nose gets cut down to size. And to keep your boys feeling fresh and rejuvenated and any expected visitors a little bit happier, they also got their patented Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant and the Ball Toner Crop Reviver. And as I said earlier, if you use the QR code or the link in the description, you can go to Manscaped now and use the code 4-Star Bento and get not only 20% off, but a few extra gifts, including the Shed Bag and some anti-chafe boxers. I'm wearing those right now. I'm not going to show them. They are comfy though. Nice and supportive. Now what the hell, just for you. So thank you once again to Manscaped. And now on, the thing you came here to see. That's good balls.
All right, so episode 54, we've shown Cell's ability to fight by now. He's clearly at the top of the pecking order at the moment. Popo notwithstanding, untested, unproven. But now is time for, honestly, this chain of episodes here is one of my favorite chains of episodes between Cell showing up and the Cell games, because we get a lot of downtime where we get actual character moments with a lot of the cast.
This is episode of my top 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah, easily, because of all the different plots that we got to do. Also, the exchange between Yamcha and Vegeta is...
Honestly, like, rewatching through all of this, the last couple of episodes were so high energy and such big moments, and now we've got, like, real, just a moment to fucking relax until it ramps back
I feel
up.
like I know a lot of people are, like, just waiting, like, come on, get to the Cell game. So it's like, no. This, like, flowing space where we actually get some, like, time to breathe and let the characters spread their legs a bit. I love this.
That's why I think we loved episode 31 so much too. It's just because it was like just everyone's just all in a more grounded, everyone just hanging out that way. Oh, by the way, I want to remember one thing real quick. That we're doing.
That, yes, say that at the end.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Shall we go?
Yeah, sure.
The following is a non-profit fan-based parody. Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball GT are all owned by Funimation, Toei Animation, Fuji TV, and Akira Toriyama. Please support the official release.
I wonder which character did that the most. Is it Vegeta, or like, are we counting multiple forms of characters? Hard to say.
I wouldn't count multiple forms. Oh, wait, hold on. Is this the bit I think it is?
Yes.
Oh, yes, it is. Maths.
Yeah, maths.
What are you doing here?
I'm sorry, Go-chan.
Go-chan!
Powered me.
Go what?
Immediately hinting that it's a dream.
Going to do your taxes. We don't have the money to pay people for that.
Mom, I'm trying to help save the world here.
What world is there if you have no idea how to prove or disprove the Riemann hypothesis?
The same one we live in now, I guess?
If you wanted to squander your potential and disappoint everyone, you should just become a politician.
Hell yeah.
Now, where is your father?
Yeah, where is he? Yes. Where's Goku?
Oh, thank God.
I mean, oh my God! This is so dark.
It really is.
Yeah, Gohan.
The crunch.
Yep.
There's something you should know.
If this were now, would you have made some purple blood
No,
just kind of start pooling out?
I think the discretionary gore is better here.
Okay.
Also, this shot does not exist.
Yeah.
Like I had to,
Yeah.
I had to like basically.
I can see some of the lines there.
Yeah, obviously some of it just doesn't line up exactly correctly.
But it looks clean.
I'm so glad I was able to make this work because.
It adds to the
Dear
nightmare.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hand. I love you, son. Gohan.
Oh my god!
So I wanted to like talk a little bit about that joke because when we were originally coming up with it, I don't know if we necessarily had intentions behind it. We just thought, hey, he's got this dream where Cell comes in and kills everybody. What if his face just ends up being Goku?
I mean, he obviously has a complex by this point.
Yes, and I think what it is, it's kind of the way that Gohan will ultimately come to see his father before things are cleared up. Because, you know, Goku has him fight, gives him the sensu bean. For Gohan, Goku is kind of like both the father that he does love, but also the person that brings a lot of strife into his life.
Especially because Cell is the actual physical embodiment of all of his father's past coming back to haunt them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in a way, like, Goku is kind of a villain for Gohan. Not in a conscious way, and not even in such an insidious way, but more just like it's a physical representation.
He is a representation of eternal conflict in his life.
Yeah. So I that's why I really ended up liking that nightmare.
Why are you tripping, Gohan?
Also, why you tripping, Gohan?
A terrible nightmare. Oh, was it the one where your mom and Piccolo come in, then Cell shows up and kills them, then suddenly he has my face, and it's all like,
what?
Yes.
Mosco's so good.
Oh, it's so
I know,
good.
right?
I've been having that one for a week. I think we've been in here too long. Maybe just a little.
The Shining.
Yeah.
Thinking about a title for it. Something along the lines
no
of
TV and no beer makes Homer something something.
Go crazy.
Don't mind if I do!
So, a development. Cell's gone.
Wait, so Trunks won?
No, he split. As in grabbed his metaphorical shit and
and-
flew off.
After killing Trunks?
No.
Vegeta?
Nobody's dead.
Yet.
I think he just got bored and
left.
So, we won then?
Oh,
My God. The eye roll with the third eye always gets me.
Like father, like son.
Yep.
Oh, jeez, he's taking it pretty rough. It's pathetic. Find some honor and defeat, for God's sake.
You must be great from that glass house of yours. We should go check on him.
It's
The animation here is
I'm sorry.
stupendous.
I did my best, but he just toyed with me. I couldn't do anything. And in the end, I wasn't even important enough to kill.
Sucks, doesn't I mean, sucks to be you.
Yeah, that was it. Again, guys.
Got him.
Come on. It's just me.
Krillin, everyone's friend.
I would like more friends.
Huh?
I seem to have misplaced mine when Cell.
Oh,
You've got to be
poor
kidding
16.
me.
Yeah.
I would never be friends with you.
I was not speaking to you. I was speaking to the duck.
Well, quack, big guy.
Any friend of 18 is a friend of mine. Let's get you all patched up.
You are the pluckiest duck.
Such a dumb
Together
scene,
we
but I
shall
love
be
it.
The bird
And the B. The B stands for
Robot.
yes.
What am I watching?
I don't know, but I hate it.
Well, hopefully he doesn't try and screw this one.
Ha! No Robo.
That is the most acidic thing Trunks has ever said so far.
So Vegeta respects it.
Yeah.
You notice that?
Yeah.
Like, that's their bonding moment.
Yeah, Trunks is vitriol on. Well, hopefully he doesn't try and screw this one.
And that's like the biggest bonding moment they have.
Yeah.
It's like their hatred of Krillin having a nice time.
I think I remember pitching. I hope
For different
he doesn't
reasons.
Yes.
Try to fuck this one.
Yeah.
Just-
Would not have said that.
Screw was great because mechanical.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, huh.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, no. And Vegeta just doesn't want Krillin to be happy. Trunks is like, he really wants to fuck the person who killed my master. God damn it.
And
weird.
he ruined this timeline by not
yeah.
blowing her up.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, he's gotta be so pissed at Krillin right now.
Not
Yeah,
thrilled.
it comes back at the very end.
Oh yes, here we go.
Oh my god.
Farmers in this world just have no break. We debated doing the Ricola again, but it's
Yeah.
not a mountain.
Nope.
Yeah. How do you know how this one came about?
I think this is gonna have to be muted, by the way.
Oh,
Is it?
Yeah.
Is this not
Yep.
public domain?
Nope.
Oh,
Wow.
Well, no, not this recording. Remember?
Oh, that's right.
It's
They're
the
weird
sheet
about
music
that.
isn't copywritten, but the recordings are.
Yeah.
Just this is where you, like, God, the power on display here, right?
Yeah, this is so cool. It's such a cool scene.
He's just showing off his
And
Frieza psychic.
one.
It's coming up.
There it
There.
is.
The green one.
Yep. People freaked out when they noticed it was there.
Yes, the perfect place for my cell. Son of an emerald horse. Starting again.
We decided to, like, that'd be the running joke. He just continues to build this stuff so that we have something to cut away to.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I'm not going to repair the one I just built. It was not built perfectly the first time. Need a new one.
Yep, start from the ground up.
A lot of people say this is the most relatable villain scene in the entire series right now.
It's sort of funny because this is the first time we see this version of Cell, like, getting frustrated at something, and it has nothing to do with anyone else, just himself, because he's a fucking perfectionist.
Yep. Well, it's just like, in the end, like, he just got a green stone. Just switch it out. It's like, no, it's wrong. I have to start all over again, because I had a perfect system, and I have to start from step 1 to step 10, and then...
Look, I had a whole orchestra queued up in my head. Also, I love this scene. Like just as a character moment for Vegeta.
This is so funny.
Vegeta! It's been so long!
How is space? Hello, MILF.
Oh, Veggie, I'm a grandmother now. Call me Gilf.
Your culture is so confusing.
I love that he's... Look, this is the mom of the woman he has impregnated.
Yep.
He is actually showing some form of reverence by calling her what she wants to be called.
Oh my god, you're right.
Yep.
She actually says, call me MILF, and because he never uses anyone's name.
Nope.
He barely even calls Bulma.
Because in my headcanon is because she is the grandmother of the next line in the throne to the Saiyan line. So she will be shown respect. That's right, I'm a Gilf. You will call her Gilf. You will do it.
But I do love that he gives her that reverence. It's like, oh, your culture is so confusing. He's trying to follow their customs for them.
Oh, and who is this lavender-haired gentleman you brought with you?
Once again, Amber killing it.
Leave the swinging for the park.
I love that line, and I wonder how many people miss it. Grandkid from the future, leave the swinging for the park.
Phooey.
Now, where Bulma at? We got an android in desperate need of repair.
Why come to the acorn when you have the mighty oak? I taught Bulma everything she knows. Except the dangers of miscegenation, apparently.
By the way, miscegenation means the mixing of races. Again,
Dr. Briefs is a monster.
A monster.
A monster.
Heck, if you're volunteering to help, we won't say no.
Just try to keep the house guests to a minimum. We just got rid of Yajirobe, and we barely have enough food to accommodate anyone.
What up, bitches? Where my Gilf at?
Else.
Alrighty.
I love this because you never get them all in the same spot.
I know.
There may be some involuntary oil release that's natural. And...
Bird is a word. I said a bird, bird, bird. A bird is a word. I said a bird, bird, bird.
We're just going to close that for a moment.
Kill Son Goku. Kill Son Goku. Kill Son Goku.
By the way, that Kill Son Goku is from Android 13, because I didn't want to just pull in Guerrero to record a new line, so I just used the Kill Son Goku from Android 13.
That's great.
Yeah.
It works because it's a robot doing it too.
Yeah, no, it works just fine.
Yeah.
And then he just flew off. Now we don't know where he is or what he's planning.
Oh, I love this conversation.
Plus side, you're alive.
Oh, thanks for the consolation.
Hey, don't knock it.
Sometimes.
Oh, sorry, I just wanted to point out.
Krillin's jacked.
Yeah, this is Krillin from another scene.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes you ain't so lucky.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Wait a second. Have all 5 of you died?
Oh, yeah. Chaozu and I twice.
First round was just Piccolo's dad being a dick.
Second time I blew myself up trying to kill Vegeta's dumbass friend. Now he's out there making movies or some shit.
We were just, I swear to God that was my line. He makes movies or some fucking shit. I don't know, man.
I love, again,
Gremlin Chaozu is great.
Yeah, 100%.
Just the fact that Chaozu looking away, not even looking at them while saying it, makes it
now
just
he's out there
so
making movies or some shit.
Fucking dumb.
And Chaozu has another great line when Cell shows up later.
Yeah.
I love it.
So funny.
Yamcha died.
Oh, yes, go ahead. Tell us how
You died. I'll fact check.
On my feet.
Like a man.
Well, you're half right.
If you're finished picking on Yamcha,
Never!
you've got bigger fish to fry.
That's one of my favorite
We
off-screen
have
lines.
no idea what insidious plot he's brewing.
And all these squares make a circle. I swear,
No,
fine, it's fine. It's fine. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. It bothers me. It bothers me a lot. And that one's still green.
I quote, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. It bothers me.
It bothers me a lot.
Yeah, I quote that all of the time.
I've heard you in a call do that.
I love that. And all the squares make a son of a bitch.
I know, right?
Oh, this scene.
Oh, yeah.
This is our crassest joke.
That you're missing an extensive portion of data.
It's up there.
Unfortunately, Jiro's server was destroyed with his lab, so...
That is fine. I am my own android. I will live my life accordingly, faults and all.
I could always give you a sick Gatling gun.
Appreciated, but unnecessary.
By the way, so we don't talk about it much. I love the fact that Android 16 is like, no, you don't need to do anything.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm me. I've already developed. I'm going to live my life the best that I can.
I don't need any more.
And I really like that. It's an interesting take on the character.
Yeah, skipping over 1,000 updates is fine.
I just I don't want to go too far into my own lane, but a lot of people kind of deal with certain neurodivergence, and there's a little bit we've had some people be like, hey, I kind of identified a little bit with Android 16 there, of somebody who's not quite on the same wavelength as everybody else, but doesn't feel like he's incomplete. He's living his life. He's happy.
I mean, the way it is, all of our brains, fundamentally deep down they're the same, but they're all wired incredibly differently. And even through that, the experiences that you have and, stuff that happens to you throughout your life changes it. And we all have to learn to compensate for that, and we all live our lives according to whatever the hell this thing lets us think.
Yeah. And so that's why, when we have this line of, I am my own android, I'm like, I think it's a good message to send. Hey, don't worry too much about the things that may or may not be the same as everybody else. Just focus on you.
It's part of me also, this is to add to what you're saying on that one, for him, part of me wonders if when Jiro was making the android, if he didn't focus on the program being okay with itself first and foremost before anything else. In the end, as much as he's a bastard man, he did care for his son.
Yeah, he was trying to rebuild his son.
Better.
But enough about that. Let's on to the pussy joke.
Yep.
What is that creature on your shoulder?
This is my pussycat.
May I touch your pussy?
Such a crass piece.
Hello, pussycat. It
is licking me now. Should I lick the pussy?
Absolutely not!
But Chi-Chi, if and when we have to fight Cell again, we're going to need Gohan.
What you need is to get it through your heads. I told Goku he could train with Gohan. I never said anything about letting him fight.
You cannot keep him out of this. He's a fighter.
He's 10.
And he's the third strongest fighter I know.
Who's the fourth?
I really like that line because that's Vegeta saying, wait a second. So
1, 2.
Yeah, going by who's the fourth, I'm either second, one, or third, or fourth. Which one is that?
Which one's the fourth?
Yeah.
You better not be placing me below him.
Yeah, it's a subtle line, and it's maybe a little bit of a thinker. I don't know.
Shout out to Hinilmic in this scene as well.
Oh, yeah.
She's so good in this scene.
Yeah, actually, I want to talk a little bit more about Chi-Chi after the lines.
I'm a fighter too, How do you think I landed the strongest man on the planet?
Arguably.
Do not make me come over there. I will rip your world a fucking sunder. Look, I might be books in and books out, but that's because I want something better for my son, instead of surviving off prize money and welfare. Now, I know that I can't stop him, but if he fights and gets hurt, or God forbid dies, and any of you could have stopped it, there's no dragon in this universe that will save you from me.
Luckily, Gohan ends up marrying the daughter of one of the richest men in the world, so
it works out that way.
Right. So, this was a little bit contentious, and I think, kind of between you and me, actually, when we were writing.
I remember you, because, I always want to go for the joke. And that's always how I am. I always want to go for the joke, but you wanted to showcase how, vulnerable, in the end, Chi-Chi's not an idiot. She's not that selfish. She knows the reality, but what's actually being asked is such a hard ask for her emotionally to do this. Hey, can we go have your child you love possibly go die? Every time you do this, I lose my fucking mind, guys. And this one's the scariest one of all.
Yeah. And it was really important to me, especially because one of the things, one of the problems that like the anime does to Chi-Chi is that it makes her so much worse than her manga counterpart. Yeah. Like the way she responds, the way she reacts to people,
the way she hires a tutor that whips him.
Yeah,
hey, you got to play him though.
I do.
And so it kind of mattered to me as look. You always say don't care more about the show than the creator did, but it also mattered to me that Chi-Chi had a scene to really kind of show the audience, I'm not just some crazy bitch. I love my kid, and you're telling me you're gonna go throw him out to possibly get murdered. Do you know how many times this has happened to me? And you expect me to get used to it? I just kind of like
It's like sending a child to an American school. It's like,
oh Jesus!
Hi-yo!
It's not my fault.
And also, this also fits what I love. It ends it on a joke too, because of Vegeta's wonderful read here. So hit it away, please.
Don't make me come over there.
Shota.
Finally, it is complete. Perfectly square, a fine marble white, and a full 24 by 20.
3, 4.
Let it go, Cell. You have shit to do.
Get shit to do. I can't
Deep
keep
breath, breathing exercise. Yeah.
The last key tap?
Yeah, it's all mine. Ah!
Oh, Jesus, why? Heat tap. Come on. You killed for less. That's not untrue.
Kind of aping the "what would you do for a Klondike bar" joke.
Yeah.
Admittedly.
Yeah.
But also, we really wanted to do because
we started doing heat tap jokes like crazy.
We don't get a lot of opportunities where characters are watching TV, so we're like, first of all,
let's make a commercial.
And we did it for heat tap, which is going to come back in a big way. And also, I got to use Gundam footage because I was looking for footage. And I'm like, I need to use a 1980s/90s anime. Although I think that's technically 70s.
Yeah, it's 70s.
I needed to use an older anime that would work. I scoured the internet, found that shot. I'm like, there we go.
I love using other footage of other animated things in an animated show. Like, I'm still going back and actually by this point maybe I'm done. I don't fucking know. But I've been going back and rewatching through Yu Yu Hakusho Abridged to do commentary on that. Yeah. And in one scene, I had this whole joke where Kuwabara is obsessed with the 80s. And I found the old RoboCop, the animated series footage to put on his TV.
Oh,
he's
my
like,
God.
guys, what's going on? I'm watching RoboCop.
My favorite movie.
Yeah, as if he's watching the movie, but it's the cartoon. So how can you tell the difference?
Honestly, that's really cute. Also, we had Mark Swint playing the announcer there.
Come on,
you killed for less. Which, by the way, some people thought, and I told them, do your Steve Bloom impression. I want the full Bloom.
Yeah.
And yeah, some people think that's Bloom.
It is not, but that's a compliment.
Yeah, he is not a man who values himself as an impressionist, but he does love being able to do the Tom voice. So.
Hey, so not that I mind a good old veg sesh, but do we need everyone for this?
You guys can go ahead and take off. I'll stick around and watch for Cell.
Cat Love Shrewsbound again.
Watch old TV shows. I checked out the country music channel earlier. Did you know that country is actually awful?
Okay.
All right, I've heard all about it. Now, why?
For all you country fans out there, I swear to God that comes from a place of sincere hatred. No, I grew up with country. I actually grew up liking a lot of country. I was surrounded by it. My mom took me square dancing.
Oh boy, that's country.
From Garth Brooks to Toby What's His Face, Shania Twain to Dixie Chicks. My youth was filled with that shit. And so for me, as an adult, I'm like, I'm taking the shot. I'm taking the shot.
I'm done.
I'm not gonna belabor it, but I'm taking the shot.
I'm not throwing it away.
But yeah, so to all you country fans out there, I don't think you're wrong. Okay, obviously everybody's got their taste. I hope you like your country music, but for me,
that's the beautiful thing about art. Go enjoy it in your own time. All right.
Well then, if it's all the same to you, I'm gonna hit the gym. Make sure I'm ready for if Cell comes back.
You get him, Yamcha.
Oh, can I join you? We'll make a day out of it. Get some froyo after.
It is my cheat day.
Oh, that sounds like fun. Mind if I join? Maybe we can see a
movie too.
I want to point out, someone pointed this out. He's lactose intolerant. So is he only getting that? Is he only getting the fruit flavors, the ones where they don't put
probably? Yeah.
It's only gummy bears. Yep, my favorite.
He just fills it with toppings.
Or maybe since it is his cheat day, he's like, all right, we're gonna have this, and then I'm hanging out by myself.
He
takes his lactate. There we go.
Yeah, okay,
exactly.
Now imagining Vegeta, I will also get froyo. So what do you put? Well, there's one that's above it, of course. The top. I am only that. Just pours a heap of crushed cookies in there. Yes.
Vegeta would be the guy who would just like go for the most monstrous like combination.
Get
of
me a
flavors.
bucket.
Bring me the bucket of gummy bears and Oreos that are crushed.
I'm actually just imagining Goku just sitting beneath it, just emptying the machine and be like, all right, that was a good start.
More.
All right, next.
What's the next flavor?
Sure, that sounds awesome. I've been waiting for your being
sarcastic, aren't you?
Careful,
it's learning.
You know, if you're gonna scoop
here we-
around, you could at least try to not be a total dick about it.
Oh, you're right. Allow me to try again. Hello, Earthling. How's that gaping chest wound?
Just fine.
How's your spine?
I'm giving you a 5-minute head start.
Thank you.
I'm gonna need it. You're very
fast.
Valero just
I so
as soon as we came up with that line.
Yeah.
And it was like, I know how this needs to be delivered, and Valero just nails it.
It's like
it's that intensity, that thank you. I'm going to need it.
You're very fast.
He's got the same attitude of like standing up, but verbalizing that I'm going to die.
Yep.
I know I won't win here.
I'll have you know that when I die, it will be painful and excruciating, and everyone will remember the screams I made. Goodbye.
I like to think that he's thinking back to Ten Shenhan like, I wonder if the same thing applies to me. Probably not.
Nope.
I should leave.
Yeah.
I should go.
Yamcha doesn't have the bravado to do what Tien does.
Honestly, you think if Yamcha was like, okay, go ahead, do it. You killed me because I got on your nerves, so.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the ability to do that.
No, he just doesn't have the guts.
I heard he's here. Where's my baby? You're holding him, darling.
No, the big baby.
Well, Vegeta's right over there. Across from Trunks.
I hope people got that. I don't know if it was too subtle because I love that.
Yeah, that's I don't know how that could be seen as subtle.
I don't know. No offense to any of y'all who get the jokes. There's some people in the comments.
Well, they didn't. Well, it wasn't yelled.
I see the Reddit threads. People asking like, "What does this mean?" A lot.
To be fair, some of those people just English is not their first language.
That's true.
I get.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of that actually.
It's really funny. Bracky, of all people, will come to me sometimes and he'll be like, "I don't get this joke," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I guess that double entendre isn't so like prevalent for you." And so I've had to explain some of them. He's like, "Dude, that's so dirty," and I'm like, "Yeah."
Which is why I think when some people have done redubs of what we did, and that's why
there's a full Spanish dub out there. It's really cool.
There's some dubs. I feel like there's one where they got like an official, like somebody who was actually in the cast to play a main character.
Spanish dub.
It's insane.
Well, which is why when they get to the nail joke, I'll speak the international language, and I think they always say the native language of the country.
Espanol.
Perfect.
Francois. It's just I'm like, good. Yes, you changed that joke for each language.
Yeah,
that one's obvious. That one's a good one. So
although I personally will always love the universal language English, just because of Americans always being like, speak English, or a wrong language.
Speak American.
Yeah, my mom absolutely tried to be like, you don't speak English, you speak American. I'm like, I don't have time for this shit.
The British invented the word English, and they
You
shipped it out to
spell
everybody
American.
by force.
Have we talked about the fact that I say English? We have.
English? You said?
Yeah.
I don't know if we've addressed it, but it certainly has been in the comments before.
Oh, thank God.
Whoa!
Sweetie, I heard about everything.
I love how Bulma is now fully comfortable. She's moved past it. She's okay just hanging out with her
She's
son
just concerned about him, and I love Baby Trunks says, yeah, it's me.
It's really cute. Oh.
Do you need
You can't touch me, I might die. I don't know how it works.
Mom, I'm 18.
Oh, right. Stiff drink?
Mom, still 18. Work your body. Make sure you don't hurt nobody.
You know there's actual porn on the internet, right?
By the way, fucking Roshi got that art.
Oh yeah, no, he's throwing it back.
Yeah.
You gotta be able to
appreciate the classics. It's what separates the perverts from the connoisseurs.
That's one of my favorite Roshi lines, by the way. Just to look, of course you can find internet porn, but you gotta find the beauty in the small things.
If you can't appreciate the female form clothed, you'll never appreciate it naked.
Exactly.
I may be a degenerate, a scumbag, and a bastard. I love women.
And here we go.
Oh,
it's true.
Thank you.
Roshi,
channel.
I love this gag in the original.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's a good joke.
Oh, wait, I love this movie. Leave it here.
Chaozu.
Fine, whatever.
What?
And as you can see, every dog has its.
I know he was talking about the king.
The following contains violence, coarse language, and adult situations not suitable for minors.
Your discretion is advised.
Chaozu's smiling for that. Just, wow!
By the way, I'm really proud of that line.
No, that's great.
Like just damn.
It's
It actually, funny enough, in the original version, he doesn't break his neck. He drops him and then blows him away.
Yeah, but I like the breaking of the neck because that's just so much like it's on camera. Crunch.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The implication's always better than showing it
Gentlemen,
usually.
boys and girls, and that technicolor rainbow in between. I am Cell. You may remember me from the following cities.
I like the idea that he gave this note to the tech guy before he showed up.
Of course, if you lived in those cities, you won't remember because you are now part of my biomass as I absorbed you.
Yeah.
By the way, some people pointed out that Penguin Village is on there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Bye, Raleigh.
Well, Raleigh probably survived. Actually,
yeah, she's a gag character. She would have slapped Cell in half.
You know what? I'd like to think actually he showed up there, fought for a minute with Raleigh, and was like, "No, I just fuck this. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out.
I'm good.
You know
What is all this?
In fact, canonically, Penguin Village completely safe. Got knocked around by Raleigh, but he put it on the list because technically he showed up there.
Yeah.
But that's not what I'm here to talk about today. Today, I'm making an announcement.
Please be leaving the planet forever. Please be leaving the planet
Forever, please be leaving the planet forever.
I am leaving the planet forever.
Woohoo!
After I blow it up.
Oh no!
Unless one of your planets.
Okay, we had a different version of this where that bit kept going, but maybe, just how many squeaks and sounds can we get out of Krillin?
Again, I don't think that ever made it to paper. That was you, once again, pitching to go as far as we could, but we stuck with the rule of 3.
That's how funny that bit is, though, of just Krillin going,
I'm sorry. This shot is perfect.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
What a great look. What a great place to
I
pause.
wonder wherever he is on the screen right now, I hope he's looking at one of us. Just.
I was just thinking about that thing I did. This person was screaming. It was a funny pun. You went there for it.
Look at these assholes talking about us.
He's looking at you know. With the way that it's placed, he's looking at you. But yeah, no. Yeah.
This entire bit's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I love making Krillin noises.
One-on-one combat.
So Goku then.
Shut up!
I am officially hosting a once-in-your-lifetime event.
There's something about Vegeta yelling from off screen that is always funny.
I'll be fighting against one of your champions. So Goku then. Shut up!
A tournament so grand, it'll leave
You're supposed to be on my side.
I hereby dub it
The Cell Games.
Be part of the conversation on Twitter.
Hashtag Cell Games.
The fact that we actually got this
And he's already trending.
Yep.
was
trending.
globally
Trending.
was kind of amazing.
I was psyched about that. I could not believe we managed to make that happen.
It was trending for like 18 hours.
And we had literally a bunch of different wrestlers and people who are just big nerds in the entertainment. We're like, Cell Games is trending. Fuck yeah, the Cell Games, yeah!
Yeah, we got it trending. I don't know how it would work nowadays.
No.
But since the website's, I don't know, maybe it's still broken. Maybe it's already gone by the time
Maybe
this
it
is
was
going up.
in concept, I think it was broken.
Down in the comments, tell us how it's gotten worse.
But yeah, it's astonishing that we were able to do that, and thanks to all of you out there for making it happen.
I hold on, just real quick here. You made it happen because you were the one pushing for it to trend the hardest. I remember you were pushing.
I did. I interacted with a lot of people that night.
You did. You were pushing.
I also cheated with every subsequent episode because we got it trending for a little bit after every episode after this.
Yeah.
Because I added to the YouTube title hashtag Cell Games. So every time somebody who had their Twitter account linked to YouTube liked the video or shared it, the hashtag Cell Game ended up on Twitter, thereby pushing it up there. So I cheated for a while. I cheated the system. I don't think that.
No, that's
I
not
don't
cheating.
think that
You
works
gamed.
anymore.
You gamed.
I gamed the system.
You gamed the system. Yeah.
But I kept it trending every time we had a new episode go up for a while.
It really did work. It really did work, dude.
For all of you familiar with your adorable little
That might have been why we got to 3 million so quick.
That's what I was thinking, actually.
Maybe.
No brackets this time, however. Yours truly will be your only opponent. And much like Vegeta's mother, I will accept
all comers.
How dare! Why'd you take off your shirt?
Okay, that was my show. But how dare? Why'd you take off your shirt? Because the only shot we had was his shirt is off.
Yeah, I remember that you did how dare, and then when you got the shot,
dare.
yeah, you're like, why did you take off your shirt?
Yeah.
It's just,
also, they somehow got a TV up there.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's got a satellite
Remember
on
the
it.
little
Makes
capsule
sense.
they had?
Yeah,
They
no,
just like
yeah.
underhand pitched it there. So it's just the fact that he just like just a quick little aside. Fuck Vegeta. Really just fuck him.
I like to think this is actually Tenshin Han's. Like this is like Tenshin Han. This is how we like.
You don't think Bulma brought that up there with her? It's like, here, guys, have that. You can keep this.
I don't need it anymore.
We don't have an internet connection up here.
I don't even know why it has a handle.
It's because it's on the go.
Maybe it's Popo's.
I'm just wondering. No, never mind.
What satellite is it connecting
I'm gonna
with?
get it completely off.
This marvelous event is 28KS.5. If you don't know where that is, blame the cartographers. The games will start at noon 1 week from today. That should give you plenty of time to prepare. Or for those not participating, time to connect with loved ones. Get your affairs in order. Or maybe just kill your boss.
Get a purge going!
Live a little, because in 1 week's time...
When?
Well, to give you an idea... So, keep that in mind, and I'll see you next Sunday.
But I'm sorry. That was a bitch to edit, by the way.
Oh,
with the
I can
smoke ring
imagine.
In front of his smack.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Also, feel free to pray to your
God.
But spoilers.
I won't be listening.
Such a cold line. Such a.
And then
Hold on. Theme.
Roshi, what the hell?
He said 1 week. I'm using it.
Okay, I wanted to point out. I honestly thought that line was gonna come off as corny to people.
I pray to your God.
I won't be listening. I thought people were gonna find that corny. I was surprised.
It's all in the delivery.
Yeah, honestly. And you know what? Guess what? Sometimes a corny line works if you just commit to it. Commit to your jokes. I beg you, commit to your goddamn jokes.
Again, it all comes down to delivery.
I'm so proud of that scene. I really
am.
I
really am too. I feel like I'm always kind of like jerking either myself or one of you two off when we're doing this. But I just am so happy sometimes with like how a scene comes together, how it plays off itself.
And that all comes down to you. You're the one that mixes the timing, and you're the one that directs everybody.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That there is a bit of truth to that, but it would not have worked without everybody just giving it their 100%.
That's why we're Team 4-star.
For all the secondary characters or quick little one jokes, it's like, all right, you're gonna have to carry this whole fucking intimidating scene. I'm like, fuck, okay, here we go. Like, because I'm usually playing the wacky dude, usually playing the cuckoo lander. I'm usually getting weird with it.
I mean, you're still getting weird, but in a much darker and
much
scarier
more
way.
And I'm just really happy it turned out that way. And in the end, it also shout out to you as a director. You really knew how to strike the menace, because I could get too silly I get too bouncy with it essentially.
Honestly, I knew you could do it. I knew you could, because we'd worked together for so long. I just okay, it's gonna take him a little while to understand the tone I'm going for at first. But once we just got into sync on it, it wasn't that difficult.
No, I think once you sat down, we're like, okay, here's the thing. He is gonna get snarky, because I know that's the direction you want to get. That's later at the beginning stage. This is good, and it's just all this build up for Cell is just it. Yeah, we got to nail it, and I'm just happy we kept this thoroughfare, this through line right to the end.
Yeah, and you know what? That's get yourself a Cell. Guy can do everything. He can do comedy. He could do serious. I love it.
Well, 0 to 100, that's his character.
It really is.
Here we go. Speaking of yucks.
Ring, ring, ring,
ring, ring, ring, ring, ring, get your phone.
Hello? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
Zach
saw
Manley.
it. I've already got my promo team on it. We'll have you on a plane tomorrow. You just do some push-ups, sit-ups, and draw plenty of
buses. Champ. I'm back, baby. That's right, I'm producing movies or some shit right now. I don't fully
Hold
know.
on, I'm producing movies or some shit. What's up?
Hello, producing movies or some shit. Napadesu.
Honestly, during that time, we actually had a bunch of side videos. Oh, sometimes the t-shirt ads or the convention ads we had were so much fun.
Well, they were fun because they just let us be like uninhibitedly creative.
Yeah, you know, honestly, if some of y'all haven't seen some of the old shirts or convention ads we made, they're full-on skits with sometimes with the characters. You also check them out if you haven't already.
One of the continuous jokes for a couple of them was Nappa's the producer trying to get the reads for the actual
Yes!
ads.
Oh my god!
We've always put effort into our ads. We go the extra mile, and we want to make them entertaining, want to make them something that people enjoy watching so they don't feel like they're wasting their damn time.
A good example of that is when we were doing convention announcements. Instead of trying to do a whole isolated skit, what we would do is whatever the most topical meme at the time was, and then do that. Which is why one of them is just Guru going, drop it. Oh yeah. That's a funny. It's just such a funny.
That was a lot of fun.
Oh,
then there was also Leak Spin Goku.
Yep.
There was Nyan Cat Nappa.
There was one of them. I was dressed up as Loki.
Yeah, that was a T-shirt. Yeah, it was so good.
Yeah, I'm happy we got to do that too.
We do put effort into the things that we like have on our videos. We don't want people to think like we don't want to do a boring ad read.
And I don't want people like the worst thing ever is someone's watching something like, oh, they're not having any fun hawking this shit.
Yeah.
No, we will always have fun hawking shit. We will find a way to have fun.
But to tie it back to the episode, this was a big one, and like I said, I really loved that we had a chance to get all of the main cast in one room and have a chance for them all to interact, because this is the last chance we really get to do that.
Yeah, it kind of is.
With the ancillary characters as well, with like Bulma being there physically.
Bulma, Roshi, like
Chaozu,
the Z Fighters, get a chance to do that during the Cell games, but this is their only chance to do this in a non-threatening situation.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's sort of sad, but you know what? I'm really glad we did it. I'm really glad we had these scenes. We're about to see. There's a lot of decisions I'm really glad we made going into the ending, because if we hadn't done some of them, the ending would not have worked as well. Here's the thing. It was still up on the air whether or not we were gonna do season 4 at this point. We had not made a decision.
It was pretty contentious at that point. It's man, we're feeling the burn, but we're pushing forward. We got shit. We got shit on our mind at this point. What was on our mind very much first and foremost was Broly. This was the point where we started trying to work on that.
Oh god!
There was a lot of pre conversations about what came next.
Yeah, we could talk about
this was
Broly.
when we were getting the when Brolys left, right, and center.
When is Broly?
Where
Broly is after 56.
Why does no one ask why Broly?
But first we have to get through 55, which we'll get to next time
on this thing
that we're doing.
He didn't need the paper this time.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
It's okay. You can cry.
I appreciate it. You can cry. I can't. I'm wearing glasses.
Cry.
No one can see.
No, you need to cry.
I'm not a good actor. I just want to be perfect.